Alright, so shout out to Wilsonator. I saw his horse farm video and I was like, really? And I made this one. I intended to just do a week-long project. So I jumped onto a vanilla server that I actually learned Rust on, which was recently revamped, Alamo, and decided to make a fish farm opposed to a horse farm. So basically it's a cycle of all three aspects of farming in the agricultural sense, or farm sense, I guess, where I have horses, fish, and plants. So I guess I jump right to it. If I pay attention to the fish, the horses, and I have all the horses here, like all three of the troughs. I actually had 4 troughs, but 3 or 4 troughs. It's about, I don't know, it's over 1,000 scrap, probably in an hour and a half, conservatively, very conservatively. I just started this, so this is 100, there's 200 there, rounding off, and there's 200 there, so that's 400, so that's 800 scrap. And that's kind of the deal. You know, you get 3 fish for 1 pumpkin. This is 6 fillets, or 12 fillets. I mean, it's a crazy amount of exponential growth. These guys will eat anything that's cooked, including human flesh. Yeah, so either dung goes in here, you can see it, like all of this is in the last hour or 2, I guess. And you just transport this to these to bandits, and you sell them, and you get scrap, quite a lot of scrap. So setting up your farm too far from bandit probably would be an issue, because you're going to have to get this safely through bandit without going. But the interesting thing is, because most people don't farm at this scale, if they got your body and they saw the fertilizer, they may not know what to do with it. A couple things here. I probably have more power than I need. But I put these in intermittently, and you know, I instead of reworking the power so it all worked together, I did each of the 4 kind of towers separately. So if I were to redo it and kind of plan it instead of osmosis, I would have done it like that. The same with the pumps. You could probably do the entire farm with 1 pump, but I have 4. I guess the reason why is because initially I just had solar panels, and the solar panels didn't push water all the time. But I did notice kind of a little bit of an exploit is while those pumps are hooked up to the water barrels are always full. Like, they never go down no matter what you do. They're always at 250 out of 250. And the other thing that I noticed was, let me go down, is I think there's supposed to be some electric pump or like a pump device like in between here. But as long as you have this above this, these will automatically time. Okay? So unless they take the timing kind of mechanism out of them, they're always going to time. So you don't need a timer, and you don't need the other pumping device if you do it like I've done it. But I think the intent is that you have 1 pump out here like I have, and you have a timer and you time the whole thing. I mean, that would be how you do it commercially. The other thing is, before you put your base out, these won't go everywhere in water. So like this was really shallow, but like if I tried to move this pump right here, it wouldn't work. Okay? They would only work for some reason in this area right here. So when you're planning your base, you have to, I got lucky because like this works, but in some shallow areas, I don't know what the criteria is or how deep it is or whatever, but it won't work. Like if I move that just a little bit over here, like here, it doesn't seem like much deeper to me. I don't know, maybe it is, but it wouldn't work. Like if I move these left where these stones are, wouldn't work. They only work right here, so keep that in mind that when you build, if you're going to use pumps, that you do that. Another quirk is like I really didn't plan to, you know, use the store so much, but people love pumpkins, and if you're selling pumpkins, sell them for cloth. And here's the reason why. When you go to sell your fish and your fertilizer, if you take 1,000 cloth with you, you can sell it at the same market at a pretty good rate. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. So you're selling three things. You could sell the fish, which I don't regularly recommend. I prefer selling the fertilizer, but if you need scrap like right away and you have a bunch of fish, you can sell it. But you can sell fish, fertilizer, and cloth at the same market. And like every time I go, it's like 1,000 scrap. I wouldn't say an hour and like commit to that, but it's usually pretty close. You can see what I have in here right now. I have 100 in that one, but mostly because I transferred it over here. I don't know what I did. I made a mistake here. I think I used spawn some. Anyway, but yeah. I think I despawned it like when I was at the accident, but I had like 800 fertilizer. So don't despawn your fertilizer. 800 fertilizer, that would be 1,600 scrap. It's either laying around here or something. Anyway, I'm not going to try to find it right this second. But the other thing is like this layout right here, if you're like in a clan or something and you have one person do this, if they actively like these fish will come over and over and over, like non-stop. So if you put this inside of a clan compound, you know, you have one guy making 1,000 scrap for you with this setup. But you need to like make sure you're probably left alone and not have a lot of expectations, because I don't know. What I do is I have a PvP base and I come back like every 40 minutes, but if I stayed here and like tended all of these fish, they're on like really, really fast. Anyway, yeah, so, you know, I'm friendly, but I kept turrets here, like, I've had a couple people drop in, and, you know, they get joints, like, right away. But I try to be clear with people that come around the base or whatever, that it's just a farm. And initially, I put 6 cameras up, and, like, just as I was gonna, like, tell people on the server what they were, I had, at that time, I had gotten all of these troughs filled with horses, and people were complaining that there was no horses, so I realized that there's a limited amount of horses, so I had in here, I think, 8 or 10 horses. 8 or 10 horses is producing a lot of dung, you know. You can see I just picked that up, and alright, so, you know, once again, shout out to Will Smith for kind of inspired me to try this, and, you know, actually it's been like like I said, it was a one-day project, turned into a really fun week. I was late in the white, and I was able to go solo to level 3 workbench and like all BPs and everything in like 2 days, like 2 or 3 days. So